I want to feel some manly love. I want to feel that.
What's going on? You good?
Good.
Yeah, I actually had a dream about you last night. Smith is fighting off. Neo's fighting off lots of Agent Smiths. I was Neo and you were Agent Smith, piling on top of it.
What does that mean philosophically? What are you thinking, mate?
Yeah, so essentially, North Physio is pretty. He says it's a big risk to play. So,
okay.
If you are okay with numbers wise, then I won't play.
Yeah.
Because essentially, if I were to play,
this is a part of like you taking responsibility. It's not like what. So like, what do you want to do? You want to sit out? You know, right? Yeah, that's fine.
So the way they schedule everything, they said that you're at the highest risk point right now, but in 2 days, like the risk is eliminated. So
okay. I will sit you out, mate, until you're right to go.
Said you're the best coach, man.
Oh, thanks, mate.
I love you.
Just getting a little bit guilty of going out, looking for that in-swinger and just not quite coming off for us. So trying for sort of miracle balls as opposed to just building pressure, staying dry and building enough pressure for batsmen to make mistakes. That's what I sort of want from the bowling group. I also want one bowler in each sort of group, designate who that's going to be. Every now and then they're just going to shout out sixth ball, okay? And the idea is to get really clear on closing out your over and getting away with no damage out of that sixth ball. Some of the feedback from the captains is that we've been going for runs off that last ball of an over, which really kills your momentum, yeah? Okay, so if some bowler yells out sixth ball, be really clear about what you're going to try and execute, where you want the batter hitting to get out of your over. Does that make sense? Batting, so obviously the bowlers are working on one way to get you out. I really want you to work out your solution to counter that, okay? I reckon a couple of times, certainly in the ones and some of the other footage that I've seen, we're just not working through challenges smartly enough as a batting unit, okay? So if someone's dotting you outside off stump, what's your sort of solution to get off strike or relieve a little bit pressure? I'd like us to find a low risk solution. I think too often as a batting group, we look to go for 4 or 6 to release that pressure, as opposed to finding ways to just get off strike or hit twos along the ground, get to third man, things like that. Does that make sense as a batting group? If I can get our batting leaders just to keep an eye on that throughout the session as well, finding solutions, low risk. That sort of leads a little bit to what I want to set out in this sort of centre wicket thing. We're going to have spin bowlers going, trying to go under 3 runs per 6 balls. Batters trying to go over 3 runs per 6 balls, okay? So low risk again, so I don't want to see big hitting, trying to mow 6s and 4s. It's about manipulating the ball into gaps, okay? So if we can get that centre wicket sense. Yep. Let's go.
Do it. Right, have it. Fuck yeah.
Wait. It's a run rate. Bring it over.
Fine. Yeah, but what's the general plan you're sort of going with here?
Trying to wait till the drop one short. Last off you'd slog, but it's not really the game.
No, so I think just get maybe a bit more active, like he looks sort of reactive to sort of waiting for a bad ball, but I think just either try and get out to it on the half volley or get right back to your stumps and try and penetrate the field a little bit. Yeah?
Yep.
Sort of jump in, keep going. Yeah, there's one. All right. 6 more balls. We'll see if we can get, if you guys can keep us under 3, if we can get 3 or more. Waiting. It's straight to win. Yeah. 1. Off 2. Yep. 3 or 4. No. Good, Mossy. George, you're in. All right, this will be the last set. How have we started out there? What's it going like?
Yeah, not too bad. I think just the level of intensity around the actual running between wickets and match simulation, if I'm completely honest, is a little bit low.
Okay.
Other than that, I think there was a group of guys to the middle that were able to rotate the strike pretty well and actually were smart around the gap, so they were trying to hit.
I think Ben Bond can come across, mate. Do you want to be playing through there then? Yep. You happy playing through there?
It's in the middle of that fucking thing.
No, up here.
Yeah.
Okay, good watching.
How's your energy levels, you? Do you want a break soon or? You okay? Just yell out. Cheers, mate. We'll run 2s if you get them in your 4. Is that 2?
How was the ball to go?
Happy playing at that? Happy playing at that second ball?
Hard ones on this stuff, yeah. Last one.
Is that it?
Have you, yeah. Like, so what's your general plan when you first get to the crease?
Just let him go outside off and just wait for him to go straight.
Yeah.
Or wait for him, like, real forward, real short.
Yeah, because so I reckon we try and practice that as much as we can, because when you get past your first 20 balls, you're generally fine, aren't you? But it's just that first 20 to pace, knowing where that off stump is.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Yeah, and have you got any cues for how you line up where off stump is, like which to leave and which to play?
Well, I like to trigger and I like to try and get sort of 2 off stump, like, so they don't know anything out there.
Anything outside your eye line, you can leave.
I feel like I'm getting better at it, but obviously it's still.
Yeah. So I think just make sure you're practicing the right habits. Yeah. Every
Inch by inch.
inch by inch.
We're claw for that inch. I didn't know. That's it, guys. That's football.
They played that before my under 16s grand final. It's like a 2-minute clip.
Under 16 grand final, I had someone bring out an ox heart and said, half time. This is how big your heart needs to be. It's been ridiculous. What did so if guys that batted out there, who thought, hands up if you thought it was worthwhile? For what reasons? Simon, what'd you get out of
It's
it?
just good match simulation, like good working around the field, bit of pressure on your batting as well, a bit more than I guess so in the nets.
Yeah. What about for the spinners? How would you compare that to just bowling in the nets? Do you feel like you get more out of that or more out of the nets?
I think once the batters bring a little bit of intent, it definitely raises your heart rate a little and you get you thinking.
Fair to say, as a batting group, we can try and I guess apply ourselves to work through those challenges with low risk batting as opposed to trying to hit ourselves out of a bit of pressure. Can we try and collectively sort of agree to do that? Because throughout the grades, again, our scoring rate is never an issue. Our issue is being 5-6 down at the halfway mark and not being able to have that platform to really extend late. We're always just sort of ticking along, catching ourselves, but another wicket or 2, and we're in trouble, as opposed to just accumulating, building through those middle overs and allowing ourselves to go a little bit later. Sound fair? What was the focus for the bowling group for the session tonight? Last ball?
6 ball.
Yep. Perfect. So let's take that into the weekend. Okay, a really clear focus for your 5th and 6th balls to get out of the Nova without the batters taking the momentum into the next over. And the second point was just one really clear, simple plan, as opposed to trying to do too much in, out, loop, quicker, all that type of stuff. Okay, if we just play simple cricket, we'll be successful. well done to Bryce, player of the round, 5 for. We'll get your pancake parlour voucher inside, mate.
Can I just make a point there though? So, Brycey, how long have you been at the club? Seniors?
Since I was 10.
Yeah, but they're playing seniors. I reckon Brycey's probably the hardest trainer at our club. And I reckon it's great to see you getting rewards for your effort, mate. You absolutely deserve it. You work harder than anyone else, I reckon, at training, so well done. And I think it's a really good testament to the playing group, just how hard a young fellow like that works at training, comes off the long run, does everything that he needs to do to get right, and he's getting the results. So well done, mate.
Somebody on your Bryce.